Go.
Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Ross1990 here, and it's going to be episode number 2 of this new kind of series. Not so much a series kind of thing, just a random video here and there. But what it is basically, if you missed the first one, it's cheaper versions of Team of the Season cards who have quite high rated cards or very nice cards who maybe you can't afford, and you want to get a similar kind of player for a lower price. This guy, in particular, is phenomenal. I've tried him now for a decent amount of games. I may well do a random hybrid around him. You probably know exactly who I'm talking about before I even done this video, because he just makes sense. So we're going to put him in first. He's a left forward for me. He is actually a Team of the Season, which has just recently come out. I will search him now, and it's going to be Nani. Now, he actually used to play for the same team as Ronaldo, which is exactly what this episode is about, by the way. The cheap Team of the Season Ronaldo, which obviously 99 rated and costs an absolute bomb. Higher than his Team of the Year version. But this is Nani. When I bought him, he cost me 210k, but his price is constantly dropping. I went and bought him straight away. Probably a bad mistake on my part, but I wanted to get this video done because I thought he was a fantastic freaking player to link off with him. Now, you guys probably know Nani for the 5-star skill moves. He's got 4-star weak foot, 88 pace, 90 dribbling, 85 shooting, 88 passing. Really good player. He's Portuguese as well, which makes sense. And also, in-game, I don't know if it was just the way I was playing, but he genuinely does seem like he has a bit of strength to him, whereas so does Ronaldo, whereas the Neymar one I did the other day, Buffon didn't seem very strengthful-like, and the same with Neymar in my opinion. But Nani, seriously, go out and give him a try. I'll show you the team I played him in as well. He actually, how many goals he scored for me? He scored 8 goals in 7 games. But you've got to take into consideration, I played 7 games with this team, but 3 of them rage quit. 1 rage quit after the 14th bloody minute, which sucked. It went down as a game. I think Nani scored 1 goal in that game. He scored a hat-trick in another game. Obviously, a couple of games he didn't score in for obvious reasons. I'm just shit at the game. But we'll put in my goalkeeper first. It's going to be a Liga BBVA goalkeeper. It's actually going to be Oblak. The first time I used Oblak, he was a good goalkeeper. Nothing really wrong about him. He's got a really good throw on him, which is one of the things I want in the goalkeeper. If you could save the easy shots and have a long throw, I'm not going to have a problem with you. It's just the way it is. But the 2 centre-backs I went for are actually going to be 2 Liga BBVA players, and they're going to be 2 pretty different BBVA players than what you'd normally have. The first one is going to be Mustafi on this left-hand side, and the next one's actually going to be a Mexican, which is going to be, he's called Reyes, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go find him now, and there he is. He's got, I think this is his upgraded version. He's actually a really, really fun card to use. He's quite cheap. He's first owner for me. Mustafi's about 20k. Probably get him cheaper than that, but he's a phenomenal card. Low high work rates, 83 rated inform. I don't think there's any higher versions than that. Had a lot of fun with that card. We'll move over to the left back now, which is going to be a German, not a Netherlands, a German from the Bundesliga, and it's actually going to be Iogo. The reason I've gone for this is because I wanted to try somebody different. I was going to go for Smeltzer Gundogan, but I'm going to go for Iogo, and then we're going to go for Goretzka, who's actually a really fun card in this game. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. This is a nice upgraded card. He was a silver, if I'm not mistaken. I paid 3k from him a long time ago. I had him in my club for a random hybrid I did. And he just stayed there, to be honest. We'll move over to the right back now. He's actually going to be another Mexican player. And this guy has actually gone inform, but I went for his regular version because I think he was going for a little bit too much for my liking for an inform which didn't have that much of an upgrade. He's still got good stats. Actually, he hasn't got great stats. He's purely pace if you're looking at him now. But he's actually really good in game. Really good. He's only got 2-star skill moves. I'm pretty sure one of the years he used to have a lot better skill moves than that. Or maybe it's somebody different. But Mexicans have always got their good right backs and left backs. They've got a good lot of players going on there. So the centre mid from Mexico we're going to have is Hector Herrera. He's a pack pole player. He's actually a really fun card to use. He doesn't get a lot of goals for me, but he's that kind of box-to-box midfield player. As you can see by his high work rate. A lot of fun in the midfield. I would recommend giving him a try. I don't know how much he goes for because he's first owner for me. Now, in the middle of the park, we have a guy who I was always wanted to try. It's actually a bronze Team of the Season, and it's this guy right here. He sits in the middle there. He's actually a lot of fun. If you just look at his stats for a second, linking him into this team was probably a little bit harsh on him because you can't put against a lot of goal teams. At the same time, he kind of gets overshadowed. But his stats for a 64 rated is unbelievable. 78 pace, 80 dribbling, 70 shooting, 65 passing. All stats above his rating, which I think is awesome. He's also only 4k, 4.2k for a bronze Team of the Season. Ridiculously cheap and a really fun card to use. Moving over to a right wing now. It's actually going to be a right forward. It's going to be a right winger. And it's actually going to be this guy right here. Now, you can use a guy called Agra in here, who Bateson did a video on the other day, actually saying that he's a really fantastic player. But I had this guy pack polled, so I thought I'd go with him. And he's actually a really fun player as well. Played 8 games with him, scoring 4 goals and 5 assists. A lot of fun. He's a left footer on that right-hand side, which is obviously nice to cut it in and shooting. He's got 4-star skill moves, really fun player to use. But if you wanted to use Agra, if you go and use this team, then obviously that's something you could do. But we're going to go for a Netherlands striker now. We're actually going to go for inform Robin van Persie. He gets that strong link with Nani, which is needed, and there he is in all of his glory. Now, he wasn't brilliant, if I'm not going to lie. It probably is because he doesn't have a lot of pace. He did actually manage to score some decent goals. He got 2, and they're both quite decent goals. He also got 3 assists, but it's the same kind of situation as in the last video I did with this, where I had Amrabat out front. It was the wingers who did all the damage. As you can see, Nani getting 8 goals in the 7 games, him getting 4 goals in 8 games. It's actually 4 goals in 7 games because I used him in a random hybrid or something as well for one of the games. But this team, honest to God, brilliant. Had a lot of fun using it. It's a lot of different players in there. You could probably go out and use a different player than the bronze one if you wanted to make it a full gold team. And obviously maybe get a different right back. But I would recommend trying the silver guy out because I really did enjoy him. Like I said, he does have a team of the season. Sorry, an inform, not a team of the season, which you could put into the team. But this was a lot of fun. The leagues in there for the hybrid are Spanish, German, Portuguese, Mexico, and Turkish league. Nani's a featured player. Let's go see him in action as well as the rest of the team. So I'll commentate over the clips. I'll be right back. Okay, so moving into the actual gameplay side of things now, and you'll see by the clips in here that it was shared around the goals in this team, and I kind of like that about squad builders, where you don't base it on one player. Well, it is based on one player in a sense, but the goals were shared around quite nicely. As you can see, we start off our first goal with this team with the guy who is a right winger. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not really too sure. His name in game is actually different to his name on card, or his last name anyway. But it's a really tidy goal from him. He cuts inside. Maybe he's a little bit lucky with this guy not defending it too well, but he finesses it really nicely into the corner with his strong left foot. Now down the wing we have Nani, and this is what I mean. He holds off challenges really well. He's got the pace to get him behind as well. That might not be the best example because he's genuinely just rapidly beating them defenders rather than holding them off. But he does finish the goal really nicely. And that in particular reminded me of the type of what Ronaldo can do for you. Just power past defenders with ease. Doesn't have to, he's not getting caught. And a tidy finish into the corner. We get another chance here, and it's actually Van Persie playing the ball through. A lot of luck there, a lot of luck. But then again, he finishes it nicely. You expect that from this type of card, though. If he missed them chances, you'd be quite annoyed. But he doesn't miss them types of chances. He was phenomenal. As you can see, quite lucky that the ball kind of came to him. But then that's good, having the luck. I said that about in one of the last episodes as well. We get through Van Persie here, showing a little bit of pace. And he rifles it into the corner. That was one of Van Persie's small cameos in this team. I wouldn't recommend using him, but at the same time, I would recommend using him because he is good at linking players together. He's Dutch in a Turkish league. He's nice to link players to and fro, Nani especially. He does actually hold off his challenge quite well. He didn't need so much pace where you got the strength because he can hold off a defender or two. We get ourselves a corner here. It comes in. And I think that's a right winger actually winning a header there, which is quite surprising because you don't really expect that from a winger. But he'll do it. He'll do it from a corner. And I was very happy to score that because I don't score many corner goals, if I'm honest. But the delivery from Nani, maybe that's something. We get the ball back here again with the defender in the defence, and we get the ball through. This is actually the bronze team of the season, guy holding the ball off quite well. And the luck there was incredible. And that's a right winger again picking up another goal. He scored the majority of our goals at the start, and then Nani eventually picked up and scored some more goals. But the way this got through, it takes like a tackle deflection through, and it rolls kindly. But he's there in the right place at the right time to score the goal. The right winger, that is. It was a joy. But it's Nani again getting into space. Doesn't need to do any skill moves. We're actually getting smashed this game 4-1. And we ended up losing, I think, 6-3 this game. It was a crazy game, though. Our opponent was genuinely just better than me on the day. And but Nani did score a really nice goal there, and it got us back into the game at 4-2 at this stage, and I thought maybe I could go on and score another one. But I was quite happy with this goal because the ball roll, I love it when a ball roll completely sells a man. A ball roll, such a basic skill move, but so effective, it's unbelievable. As you can see, it's 5-2 at this point. And a Nani, nice touch there, really nice touch, and smashes it into the top corner. Well, kind of not really the top corner, but he smashed it into the back of the net. But the touch in this build of play makes the goal for me. You may well see it in the replay coming up in a second. His touch is phenomenal. It just like picks it up. It's not necessarily a flick, but look there. Completely skins the player and smashes it into the back of the net. Really nice goal there from Nani yet again. And we get the ball here again. This is actually with who's that? Van Persie putting over to Nani. Apologies about the quality of the clip here. This clip was kind of messed up in Sony Vegas and the Elgato combination. It looks like he's basically sniffing the bloody, what was it? Robbie Fowler did that celebration. He got in a bit of trouble for sniffing the line there. It's a bad thing to say. But it looked like he was. It wasn't a celebration I wanted to do, but it's just the way it looked in the celebration. But Nani, this is the game he scored a hat-trick in, and there's the guy rage quit after like 30 minutes. But you'll see the guy plays over here. Nani's always in space, always looking likely to score. And that's his second goal of this game with his weak foot. So his weak foot is effective. You can score goals with it. It's absolutely fine. Because sometimes when you see a guy with 4-star weak foot, it doesn't necessarily mean he's good with his weak foot. But Nani genuinely is decent with his weak foot, just the same as Ronaldo. so I feel as if they are genuinely identical types of players in game. And this is the final goal of the episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, don't be afraid to subscribe in the comment section below. Let me know who you'd like me to do for the next episode. A cheaper version of an expensive team of the season. Smash the like button like I said. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time, and bye-bye. Boo!